Hi, I'm Jasmine and I am a newer member of Freedom Inc. I just wanted to submit this video because I'm extremely grateful for all of the work that Freedom Inc. is not only doing in our community, but the work that it's helping me do just for myself also. The lives that Freedom Inc. have touched not only locally but nationally is why our organization is transformative. Check us out.
Growing up, we thought that you weren't really gonna make it anywhere or see what's really out there. We were all high school dropouts, homeless, jobless, hanging out in the parking lot, just pretty much doing nothing.
Sort of early on, I had been developing a race consciousness. I had been developing a strong race awareness. But I knew at a very young age that poverty was wrong.
I've always kind of known that I was going to be different. I had this opportunity to go a year abroad to Thailand, to go see the world.
Her coming back home from Thailand, she came back and realized there were certain things that changed and certain things that didn't change. And the ones that didn't change was us still hanging out in the parking lot.
Like they were still just hanging around. And I thought to myself, if they could see beyond the doorsteps of our community, if they could see beyond Madison, I wanted to see what it would do for them.
So Freedom Inc. began like 15 years ago. And so it was a group of Hmong girls who would come together in the parking lot. And they would be talking about whatever. Oh, I lost my driver's license, or I got too many tickets, or I keep getting kicked out of school. So they would just get together and would talk about whatever sorts of issues. They would start to learn about how those issues that were impacting them were connected to broader issues of social justice.
I would find something that I learned and then I would just open it up to them. So it would be about racial profiling, it would be about organizing, it would be about poverty, addressing the way that the system is set up so that you become a failure.
Freedom Inc. is a grassroots organization that works on ending violence within and against low-income communities of color. And we do so by building the power, leadership, and organizing capacity of Hmong and Black women, youth, and LGBTQ people.
Hmong and Black communities. 35 years ago, we were placed in some of the poorest communities throughout the US. Nobody thought that one day we would talk to each other and actually figure out that we have a lot in common and actually figure out that we can stand for each other.
The space really opened up conversations about patriarchy in the Hmong community, and to also not only see and understand my struggles, but see and understand my sister's struggles and my mother's struggles and my aunties and my grandmas.
It's empowering them to be able to be the change they want to see.
Patriarchy still exists, sexism still exists. We cannot wait, we gotta get up and do something. I have way too much love and way too much offer to just not do anything.
Our work is truly about creating the world that we want to live in.
Freedom isn't for me about destruction. Freedom for me was a lot about love. So as long as I'm alive, I'm gonna create it. And if it's not created for me, at least my child will get to experience some of it. And so with that belief, I fight.
Hello, my name is Zhong Mo, and I have been with Freedom Inc. for over 7 years now. Currently, we are in a movement moment with supporting the Black Lives Matter campaign. In Madison, Freedom Inc. has been instrumental in making sure that police violence and mass incarceration are seen and heard in the community. We have been very supportive of the Young, Gifted, and Black Coalition. Along with that, by showing up as Agents for Black Lives ally campaign. Check the work that we have been doing since August 2014 in supporting the Black Lives Matter movement here in Madison, Wisconsin.
The voiceless, the forgotten, Black and brown children are forgotten. We push them to the back burner. We frame them in a way that criminalizes them from the day they're born. We don't even give them a chance. We don't even give them a chance to live, to breathe. We don't even give them a chance to experience life and to decide for themselves what life means.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives should not be able to kill us. They always telling us to get away with it. Every 28 hours, it's another Tony Robinson. Every 28 hours, it's another Tony Robinson.
Who has power to decide that what you saw, Tamir Rice, when you look at that, do you see a 12-year-old or do you see a 20-year-old? When you look at him, do you see a kid playing or do you see a thug that's playing by themselves at a park?
Remember that we have a problem here. We must not get caught up. There is a serious, serious problem within our city, within our state, within our country. We are suffering from a toxic disease. And toxic is called racism. It's called racism. And a lot of us don't want to talk about racism, but it's real. It's real. It comes in different packages nowadays. It comes in different packages nowadays. And it has become normal. It's become normalized. So when we see it happen, we don't notice it happen, or we rationalize or justify the behavior, and we say it could have happened to anyone. But it doesn't happen to anyone. Every 28 hours, one of ours is murdered by the hands of a police officer. Every 28 hours. We stand here because another child has been murdered. What's his name?
Tony Robinson.
What's his name?
Tony Robinson.
Together we are able to unite and fight for our community because we know that when the most impacted wins, we all win. What sustains us is knowing that our impacts will last for generations to come.
It is our duty to fight